Hey, if you guys ever wanted to replace one of these old dingy smoke detectors, stay with me in this video and I'll show you how to step into the 21st century and install one of these Wi-Fi enabled smart smoke detector and carbon monoxide sensors. All right, let's get at it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Deanin It Yourself. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. And to all my longtime subscribers, welcome back. Today we're going to be diving into the world of home safety with a review and installation of the Xsense carbon monoxide smoke detector sensor. Before we jump into it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated for all things that I do DIY. First things first, let's talk about what the Xsense brings to the table. The packaging is pretty straightforward. It's like any smoke detector. It's just a box. I wouldn't expect anything crazy out of the way. Inside, you're going to have your usual manuals. You got some screws and inserts here for the installation. I'll talk about this. And you got the smoke detector itself. Let's set these out the way. This sleek design is going to basically provide a comprehensive solution for your home safety. We got speakers on the outside and the sensors for the smoke and carbon monoxide. It comes with a clear and easy to read screen, and it comes with a removable back plate and 3 screws and inserts that will help basically with the installation of this thing. One of the things that a lot of people worry about when you're replacing your smoke detector is the wiring of it. So a lot of times people get intimidated by having to connect high voltage wires, and yes, smoke detectors are usually wired with high voltage wires, and they're scared to mess with it. Now the great thing about this unit that I'm reviewing today and that I'm going to be installing is that there are no direct wires. It's only powered by an internal replaceable battery. That has its pluses and its minuses, but I'll talk about that again. And usually I'm skeptical about battery only devices, but this unit has voice prompts and audible alerts, which basically will give you a heads up whenever it's time to change those batteries. I'm usually not for having battery only devices for that main reason. A lot of times people just forget to change the batteries, and with something as important as a smoke detector or carbon monoxide monitor, you don't want to have dead batteries in this thing. You want to make sure these things are working all the time. So the installation of this thing is super easy, and it's basically a breeze. You can get this thing done in 5 minutes, no lie. Since this is a battery only unit, you have 2 options. You can either install this in any area that you want to. It doesn't have to be where you have a smoke detector. You can install this anywhere. That's option 1. If you decide to do that, where you're just installing your smoke detector, it's super easy. You flip this thing over, you give it a little twist, the back plate comes off, and this back plate has 3 holes. It comes with 3 inserts and 3 screws. So how does it work? You basically line up your screws in the ceiling wherever you want to mount it. You can mark them with a marker or a pencil, and then you're going to drill those holes in your drywall or wood or whatever you have, and then you're going to put in these plastic inserts. Once you put in the plastic inserts, you can attach the plate to the ceiling with the screws provided. And once you have this thing on a surface, all you got to do next is bring your smoke detector up, remove the battery cover here to activate the unit and turn it on, line up the tabs on the unit in the ceiling and twist it to lock it in place. And that's it, you're done. Now, if you're like me and you're going with option 2 and you want to put it in place of your old smoke detector, to do this, what you want to do is remove your old smoke detector and disconnect the wire that's going to the unit. If the unit has an adapter plate, you can remove it by loosening the screws, holding it in place and twisting it and removing it. That gives you the ability to tuck the wires away into your existing ceiling box. Once you're ready to install the unit, all you need to do is remove the battery tab to power on the unit, and next you want to position the base plate where you want it and line it up with the holes that are going to your existing box. Now you just tighten the screw through one of the holes to secure the base plate to the ceiling. Now this thing is pretty strong, and once you have one of those screws tightened down enough, it's going to snug the unit up to the box. All 3 of them in my case won't line up because this is a battery only model. If you go with one of the ones that are pre-wired, the holes will line up and you'll be able to just screw it in with the 2 holes. In my case, I'm just going to use 1 hole, but it's fine. It's tight and snug and it will hold it in place, no problem. Once you have this thing secured to the ceiling, again, all you need to do is line up the tabs on the smoke detector with the slots in the plate and twist it and lock it in. And that's it. You're done. I won't lie to you. So this feature for me is the standout feature for the Xsense sensor. It's easy to install. You don't need any technical expertise, and you can have it set up in minutes. Basically, a plus for any DIY enthusiast. Now, nobody wants to have a device that constantly demands your attention, obviously. So this thing supposedly has a 10-year battery, which reduces the frequency of battery changes. And additionally, the maintenance is a breeze. It does regular self-checks, and it has low battery in notifications just to ensure that you're never caught off guard. All your controls can be done on the front with the test button, and whenever your battery is at a critical level, you'll get a series of annoying LED lights. Trust me, it's annoying, but it's better than nothing. And you'll get verbal warnings, which obviously you can temporarily disable by pressing the test button again, but the warnings will come back and until you change the battery. So once you're ready to replace the battery, again, it's super easy. All you need to do is separate the unit from its base by twisting and removing it. Then you're going to replace the 3 volt CR123A battery, replace it with a new one, and line up your tabs, twist it back, and you're done. I know you guys are going to ask me, so I'm going to talk about it. For my tech-savvy users, the Xsense offers a bunch of additional products that offer additional perks, including Wi-Fi models, hardwired models, and models that can be integrated into your smart home system, including your Apple HomeKit, your Google Home, and Amazon Alexa, which basically allows remote monitoring and alerts from your smartphone wherever you are in the world. Having this connectivity will enhance the overall convenience, the peace of mind, especially when you're away from home. Having it integrated into your smart home is awesome because you can do checks randomly. You can just ask it to see the status of your smoke detector from your smart home device. It will talk to it. It will talk to you. And you can schedule the tests, run all kind of different features from it remotely. So if you're in the market for a carbon monoxide and smoke detector sensor, this one earns a thumbs up. They're simple, accurate, and it has a bunch of smart features. So whether you're a tech enthusiast like me, or you just want a reliable safety device for your home, the Xsense sensor is worth considering, at least considering. As always, I'll leave links in the description for you guys. And if you found this review helpful, give it a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As usual, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one.